All right, we're off. Yeah, we're here today for the finals of the Pluaralisme ISO tournament between HaloAndy007 and SamE. I'm joined by SSounder on commentary. So what do we have here? Got some pretty good payload with Bridge Troll, World Carriage as the village, so maybe try and do something with World Carriaging stables. Sam goes straight for the guild hall. Halo also grabs a guild hall, so it looks like they're gonna try and play some sort of money-ish thing. Yeah, me neither. But apparently they don't believe in building, which kind of surprises me, since you know it seems pretty strong if you have uncontested access to all the pieces. Yeah, it's an interesting question. I mean, playing against someone who's doing this sort of money-ish thing, it's kind of tempting to look at Rabble to slow their draws down. But maybe it doesn't matter that much, because they'll probably be playing with some sort of terminal draw cards too. Yeah, definitely. So Sam has a stables now. I guess Sam has 2 stables and Andy has 1. It's kind of interesting. I would expect. Right now Andy grabs the Bridge Troll, so I guess maybe they're going to sort of side into trying to build here, or maybe just play with Bridge Troll as your 1 terminal. Yeah. So I would guess they're just going to try and play money-ish with Bridge Trolls as your terminals, given that. Well, mostly just given that they opened Guild Hall, although obviously they could change their mind and be transitioning into something that tries to draw more now. But it's going to be a little hard for them, because they have like golds and silvers and all this crap, and they haven't got a loan to try and thin anything at all. Yeah. I mean, you could definitely think about, instead of loan, going for crypt instead. There's a cute little interaction where you could get a sheepdog, and then play the sheepdog when you buy the crypt to draw it, but that kind of requires you having a lot more draw. Oh, Sam has a pretty sad stables dud here. Yeah, exactly. Very, very unlucky for sure. Mm-hmm. All right. HaloAndy has started to province. Sam grabs the royal carriages. Yeah, yeah. Seeing the scepters without anything is kind of sad. Although I don't think the scepters are really that amazing, since he has enough actions there that you're sort of likely to, if you scepter a stables, to just like draw more stables, and then you're unhappy about that. Yeah, so Sam's definitely going for the bigger build now, with a crypt and a royal carriage and a wild hunt now. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I think I would have probably started with the loan a lot earlier. I think from where the decks are now, that a crypt looks pretty good for Sam right now. Like, this is a great crypt. Yeah, exactly. So now the question is just going to be, how fast can Sam ramp the rest of this build up to outscore the sort of money-ish thing. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Bridge Troll is pretty good at getting a lot of duchies. It's definitely not impossible to win. Like, if you only have, 2 provinces, and then you take 2 provinces, 6 duchies or something like that, and then you can beat the 6 provinces, especially with the wild hunt points putting you on the top. Yeah. So the question here is, how many treasures do you want to set aside, so that your stables don't just completely die? Okay, starts on the provinces and gets commerce, I guess, so that the stables still has some food. Yeah, I would probably, I mean, Sam has 4 stables. I would probably keep something like 3, well, no. Yeah, maybe 4 treasures out. Yeah, something like that. Well, no, I mean, he's got a lot more treasures. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. I mean, obviously, with buying the commerce, that changes the math a little bit, but um, I also just don't really like that province, or the commerce, really. I think it would work better to, you got the royal carriage to add like another bridge troll, and then you can think about second crypt, maybe not this turn but next turn, to keep things sort of under control. Yeah. I'm not even really convinced that you need the wild hunts, because you're going to be calling royal carriages pretty much entirely on stables. So every royal carriage you add is a village that lets you play more bridge troll and also gives you more draw. So Yeah, that is pretty pretty sad there. But you know, he's got that that green card that he bought last turn sitting there. Maybe that's the reason that you know, you don't see your stables. Yeah, so Andy played Sceptered a lot of stables there, which to kind of get to the same place where you know, could have bought a province just by playing the Scepters for coins. Not really sure that you want to be cycling your deck at this point, but yeah, exactly. Well, not if you draw a bridge troll, you can play it with a scepter. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll probably look to finish, like, since Andy isn't going to be buying province here. I think Sam probably has a good chance of buying the last three and the duchies or whatever. Yeah, I think you kind of have to just take max points and hope to put Sam in an awkward position where he can't finish. All right, let's see. It needs 3 provinces, 18. 18 plus 9 is 27. So it needs, yeah, it can't. Well, could it, you know? I think it's gonna be short on money, but in theory, it has enough gains with sceptering. We'll probably just sceptering the hunt for points, I guess, and then you only need 3 provinces and 1 duchy. But that definitely costs more than he has here. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's what it looks like, yeah. Yeah, one province seems good. One province and more. Yeah. One province and more carriages, maybe. It's a little. I mean, the thing is with 4 stables, it's kind of hard to find the stables in your opening hand. Yeah. I wonder a little bit about, like, taking just like some treasures and commerce, and then just kind of hoping that you can get enough gas with the 2 bridge trolls in play for your next turn. Maybe like province, duchy, gold, you know, silver, commerce, something like that. I don't know if those numbers actually add up properly, but yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure I would take that tie. But you certainly do it. Yeah. Yeah, I think there was time, even if even if you don't kick off again, I think you have time there. So I don't really agree with taking that tie, but he took it. Yeah, that's true. Just didn't want to take the risk, I guess, of yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you're just happy that you came back enough to get to a tie. Yeah, definitely. It's just a question of how much more does it favor you if you play for the win. Yeah. I'm just gonna go make some tea while they while they get set up for game 2. So this looks like a big old Horn of Plenty thing. Yeah, you pretty much get plot, I guess, and well, you can kind of save some draw by royal carriaging things, but yeah, not really any actual draw cards. I assume you just hold the plot the whole game until you're ready to win. Sam goes. Yeah, kind of confused as to what I guess was hoping to get to inheritance there. Yeah, which I don't know. I think if you have $5 in hand, you're sort of happy enough to just buy I don't know, a horn or something. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would just go ahead and inherit the farming village. Yeah, or too many non-drawing villages if you inherit fishing village. Again, I don't know, I think, well, clearly Sam just wants to play money, I assume, if he has a bandit already, but in which case you probably blow the plot here and get inheritance. But I don't know, I mean, it's not like there's a particularly good money deck to play here, so I don't think that it should be able to beat Horn. Yeah, well, I mean, pretty much all you do is get like one or two bandits. You know, you inherit farming village on 7, and that gets your estates out of the deck, and then yeah, exactly, and you know, that way, well, yeah, there's not really too much upside other than that. Yeah, I guess inheriting, it lets you play with a lot of bards, so that's kind of your what's going on there. Yeah, I think that should definitely. I mean, you know, this money deck is not gonna empty the provinces very quickly at all. So I'm not. Yeah, that sounds a little fast because I mean it does take a while to get actually the horns and the uniques. You can definitely get your plot big enough, but I think the problem is like actually having all the other pieces that let you get that many provinces. But I don't know. I would expect the horn thing to be able to beat money on turn, I don't know, like sometime between 13 and 15, I would guess. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of the nice thing about, playing the horn deck versus a deck that's just playing money is that you can just wait until they lower provinces enough for you. Like you can wait until they have, 4 provinces or whatever, and then you just pull the trigger, and then it's a really easy win for you. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess pig helps a lot with the horn thing actually, with shoving the uniques in your deck. You can like put poorhouse and whatever else in and just pig them basically. Yeah, and even without um you can pretty much guarantee inheritance if once you get a royal carriage and a horse traders, because if you call royal carriage on horse traders, then you just need a copper in hand to get to 7. So that means like you don't really need to worry about hitting 7, which would otherwise be kind of awkward. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Sam is definitely well ahead on having the stuff that gets you to 8 all the time. Uh, Although Andy, I guess, well, it looks like is going to go for a double here with the popped plot, and then we'll get there pretty easily. It looks like. Yeah, well, it's not. I don't know if it's really strategic here. It's just kind of like you need to do it. Yeah, we also just like the tokens don't do you any good if they keep building up beyond a certain point. So you just want to cash them in and get a province out of them, and then let them build up again. Um, does have a lot of royal carriages. I'm not really sure what the royal carriages are about. No, I mean this is just like the horse traders discarding 2 coppers is pretty bad. It's not. Mm. Yeah, yeah, exactly. All right, goes for estate harem province. Well, that wasn't enough for province, right? Because he discarded. Yeah, but that's just 7. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I was miscounting. Anyways, yeah, Well, yeah, so that gets you one more money, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Andy decided to discard Bandit. Still not really sure what the royal carriages are going to do in the end, what they're supposed to do. I would have probably just played them all on the Bandit there to try and get some lucky hits and deplete Sam's economy. Yeah. Yeah, and this is just terrible. I mean, you have 8 in hand already, so calling a royal carriage to get to 9 is pretty. Yeah, like, and buying a state is probably just worse than discarding the horse raiders to arena. I gotta say, I don't really like the farmlanding the gold. Like, you don't need those points. You know, you just. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna shuffle again, or not, and if you don't, then the game's just over and you won anyways. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, of course, just one province is totally enough, but. Yeah. It's technically not best of 7. It's just first to 3.5. So 3.5, 2.5 does do it for Sam. Yep. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what comes up. I think yeah, the first 2 games were definitely the players kind of choosing to pass up playing with some really strong payload, just because the draw is awkward, I guess. Yeah, well, I mean, you got Horn and you have Archive for being strong non-terminal draw. So that's definitely enough for me to go for it. You even got well, let's see, yeah, you got some pretty good trashing. You have Lookout. Camel Train is a nice gainer, I think, for horn type of deck. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, alright, looks like we're not getting any Horns of Plenty, so that's sad. Well, looks like we'll get some archive treasure trove money, maybe, which is very exciting. Yeah, it kind of depends on how you can deal with the coppers. Um, you know, with something like Spice Merchant, it can be just really great. Yeah. Yeah, I mean here, I don't know. I mean, there's with archive, you don't. I wouldn't be so worried about dealing with the coppers. They can just live in the archives. Yeah. Of course, you can also just consider playing with Fool's Gold as your payload too. That's not crazy to me. I mean, there is plus buy on the terminals that you would want to play with. Yeah, I think so. You know, if it didn't work last game, that's kind of like, you know, his fault for not going for it, I would say. Yeah, I think they just thought that would, you know, I don't know. They seem pretty fixated on the inheritance, so maybe they thought that it was important to get that early, and then you blow your plot, and then it's hard to get to the plot big enough to support the mega turn. But you know, I think you can just live without rushing inheritance. Yeah, Star Charter, of course, very nice with T-Mog to make sure you see it turn 3. Yeah, like Sam can T-Mog into Lookout now, and then Star Chart the other the estate from this hand on top, and kill be guaranteed to kill a state there too. So that's pretty nice if you want to go that way. Yeah, so Andy is going into the Fool's Golds, which looks pretty reasonable, I think, with the strong trashing. Yeah, exactly, and also just, you know, it gives you don't really have anything else that you want to buy on like the sub $5 hands, so. Yeah, I mean, I would think probably Probably Bridge Troll first before Archive. I do think that Sam is going to want to go for the Fool's Golds as well, so yeah, the second T-Mog I can't really say I'm a fan of. I'm not sure what that's going to accomplish. Yeah, I feel like he'll probably. Yeah, I think the plan is probably to T-Mog the second T-Mog. I just don't think that's like a very strong plan. Yeah. So Andy can get a 5 here. See which one he chooses. Yeah, I think I like the Bridge Troll because it, it's giving you the consistent plus buy that you want, because you're gonna start hitting big numbers here with the number of Fool's Golds and the thinning that you've done. Yeah. Yeah, I think Sam has kind of fallen behind a bit just because of messing around with like the camel train and the second T-Mog instead of just getting into the Fool's Gold so that he could start to hit 5. Yeah, it's a hard decision for sure. I'm not sure. I mean, you could exile Archive by Archive or something like that, or exile Bridge Troll by Bridge Troll, although I don't think the Bridge Trolls are nearly as good for Sam. He's kind of in a tough spot where it's not clear what his payload option is going to be, because he only has, I think, 3 Fool's Golds right now. Mine is going for 2 Archives. No, okay, Sam has 4 Fool's Golds, as we see here. Yeah, 4 is pretty good, yeah. Yeah, I agree. So now Sam can think about maybe getting two treasure troves this turn. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like those Bridge Trolls. Yeah, I mean, it's not as big of a deal because some of your terminals are going to get stuck in the archives some turns, but I'm just not really sure what the plan is with the Bridge Trolls. I mean, I think you're better off trying to like from Sam's position. I think you're better off trying to just alliance basically. Yeah, exactly. kind of a sad hand here for Andy to. I don't think so. I think you just buy nothing and don't pick the T-Mog, since drawing one Fool's Gold is like I said, is something we haven't noticed, is the yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe, yeah. Alright, it does go for picking the Bridge Troll too. There is the pig Bridge Troll interaction where Bridge Troll is basically highway, which I kind of forgot about. So that makes it, yeah. Still not sure if I wouldn't be happier, like, looking at this hand, having a Bridge Troll in play. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Although, you know, he can hit 10 and buy Alliance here if he wants. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what. Yeah, that would look a lot better, I agree. Yeah, I guess you just buy more archives. I think the split right now is something like 4-1 in Sam's favor, which is pretty dominant. This is a very elaborate method. Yeah, and then the state to look at. I mean, it's not really bad to have in the deck because you can just pig them, but I don't think. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, you know, if you play both of your other T-Mogs, then you can go straight to Bridge Troll or something useful. But here, I don't know. I kind of like just more Bridge Trolls. Yeah. I would take one more archive maybe. Yeah, I guess that's what you got to remember on looking at this board is that there is a village in way of the pig. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you well, you just wind up with three buys basically with alternating bridge troll terminals, which is you definitely like more, but it's pretty good still. I think I guess wants to mat the T-Mogs, which is reasonable if you're thinking that you're gonna if you just would like to T-Mog like your camel train or your lookout next turn. So here you can, I guess, just think about taking more bridge trolls and maybe a province. I mean, realistically, with tower, you maybe don't need the province. Yeah. Yeah, Andy just has not really made very much progress. Kind of expected with all those fool's golds to attack the province pile more aggressively. Well, Sam can pile this turn with two T-Mogs on the mat. Yeah, I'm not sure there's anything really that saves Andy here. I mean, maybe the best thing to do is just buy Alliance and get a lot of points that way. Yeah, I think so. With you can just pig stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably just pig the archive and pig the camel train and just pig your way through the deck, basically. Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably guaranteed. I don't think he has 5 stop cards in the deck right now, so I think you're just guaranteed to pig your way through and find everything and then buy out the rest. Well, you can just buy Province Duchy Estate. It goes for Province Duchy T-Mog. Yeah, probably actually. Yeah, I mean Sam will have to count here, but I bet. I mean, it seems fairly certain that Sam can score enough with Tower while piling out that this still isn't enough points for Andy. Yeah, and I think Andy probably only has like 2 bridge trolls, so that's another 6 points. Well, I mean, some of it's milling, so obviously the milled ones don't contribute, but. Mm. Yeah, and I mean, even if you go for it, and you know, if you miscounted somehow, and you can't finish, like you're still in good position. Um, yeah, exactly. Yeah, didn't really even have to play most of that stuff with 4 fool's golds in hand. That's always fun. You know, you can put that silver on top for Cathedral. I'm pretty sure I have bought Bureaucrat just to do that at least once. Yeah. I mean, you know, Cathedral games, you know, like any extra gains you can get can be very valuable, even if it's something. Yeah. Yeah, lots of gains there. I mean, probably you don't really need to worry about it on that board. It's strong enough that you're fine just trashing kind of whatever. Yeah, missing out on that Philosopher's Stone Gardens synergy there. I mean, even without Cathedral, I don't think it would be very relevant. You need like yeah, I think you would lose Beggar Garden playing Beggar Gardens. Well, for one thing, you know, you can uh, you can get shut down by Bureaucrat. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, Squirrel is pretty good. I mean, the main thing I'd be looking for in the black market would be buys. Um, that's really what's missing. Well, they will keep Beggar Gardens on the boards. We'll see if anyone goes for it. I guess there is Ball, which does probably make Beggar Gardens significantly better since it, um, yeah, and two gardens at a time too. So I don't know. Maybe Beggar Gardens is the way to go now that I think about it. But I don't think I would play Beggar Gardens unless I was feeling particularly uninspired. Yeah, I mean, if you take all 10 curses and you get all 8 gardens, then each curse is minus 0.2 points or something on average. Although obviously it can vary depending on how exactly the numbers work out. Well, maybe going for Beggar Gardens Cathedral. See your beggars all that more often. All right, now it goes for the page instead, which is very reasonable. Yeah, yeah, it definitely helps a lot to be able to squirrel. Yeah, yeah, it's great there. Especially with Treasure Hunter. I mean, in this case, obviously you're fine taking a silver, but a lot of the time, it really saves you to not have to dump like 2 or 3 silvers into your deck if you can squirrel it or weigh it or just whatever. So Sam will be able to grab a captain here, which looks pretty strong. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean it's definitely not the strongest captain ever, but it's just nice to have that village while you're waiting on champions still. Hmm. Yeah, I would definitely think pretty hard about taking that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if it's better or worse than Captain. The Captain is pretty great. I would not really consider Dungeon. Yeah, exactly. You know, the Captain just means you get to play Black Market more often, which is pretty nice. So Andy also can get a Captain here with pretty much the exact same hand as Sam got. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, the Captain. It's gonna be pretty hard to keep your treasure hunt your tragic hero around in the long run. So I wouldn't really. Yeah. So. So Andy loses the Black Market, which is a little sad there. Sam, I guess, is just gonna wind up squirreling this treasure hunter here. Yeah, like you would love to find that Captain again that was rudely discarded last turn. No, decides to take the silver again instead. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I guess the thinking is just not wanting the hero to miss, but I don't think the hero missing is that big of a deal because the shuffles are so short. Yeah, just buy a witch, I guess, or maybe even think about ball. Yeah, I guess you just go ahead and grab another Captain here as Andy. They can go into a really accelerated beggar gardens if they want. Like once they get champion down, just play the captains as beggars every turn. That'd be kind of funny. I'm not really sure who's ahead here. Andy having the more captains is definitely nice. Yeah, it's mastermind. Okay, that's a good card. Yeah, kind of lacking in $5 here, but it would be nice. Yeah. Yeah, I would just buy, I guess, just another black market. Goes for page. Yeah, Sam has more stuff. Like he has more action cards and stuff like that. Yeah, I think so. I think I'd go just grab that spices. Yeah, yeah. Because we're wishing well, huh? All right. Well, with spices, you could just spend those coffers and get the captain anyways. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm still thinking about this Beggar Gardens. I think I might have bought the spices there. Okay, Goons is not okay. Can't actually buy the boons. Yeah, $1 short. That's pretty sad. The Workers' Village is okay, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the goons is fine. It's not really anything exciting with no attacks, and like only one goons doesn't generate that many points, so it's not really. I mean, I think the Grand Market might actually be better. I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lurker looks okay. Might go ahead and grab that. Yeah. It's a changeling. All right, that's just like a discounted captain. Yeah, and he needs just some more draw mostly. All right, the library is pretty nice draw, I would say. Goes for displace. I don't like that at all. Yeah, and you can just squirrel them like as they go up, so they're still draw even when they aren't warriors. Yeah. All right. Sam has messengered everyone a beggar. Yeah, I don't know if he plans to play it ever, or is just gonna squirrel. Yeah. I would take the conspirator. Yeah, I mean, that's reasonable too. I think either conspirator or embargo is a fine pickup. Probably grab the candlestick maker here. Well, here's some good cards. Yeah, I'm not sure if City Quarter or Margrave is better. I mean, the City Quarter is just so much draw. It's really a very enormous amount, which lets you gain and play a lot of stuff. But on the other hand, you know, Margrave is also obviously very good. Yeah. Definitely is getting a little low, yeah, with only 1 or 2 coppers left. Oh, Workshop is pretty nice. Or Squire. I mean, he still doesn't have any buys, so he doesn't want any of those, which really surprises me. Yeah, these ones are okay. Goes for the experiment. Yeah. I didn't want to duplicate. The duplicate looked kind of nice too. Yeah, for sure. These ones, it's the governor. The governor seems okay. It's not like anything too special. Yeah, I still just really want Andy to go for the big the big beggar payoff because he can get so many captain plays. Like if he masterminds a captain again, and you can just like empty the coppers. But the thing is, you need buys. You know, you need to empty the gardens too. So that's why that Squire looks so good. Plus 2 buys. I mean, that yeah. Yeah, I would go ahead and grab that Squire still. It looks pretty good. Well, you can keep it here, right? You don't have you can just not have eight cards in your hand. You can just play all the treasures and black markets and stuff, and then you don't blow it. Sam is definitely has too much draw here, I would say. Needs more payload. Yep. $3 gold is pretty solid for this position. I mean, I think it's more about just you can use 3 money too, like. Yeah, exactly. I would definitely take a page here and in sort of anticipation of playing the treasure hunter normally. Yeah, the province is really uninspiring, I agree. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I was HaloAndy here and I'm planning on doing this beggar garden still thing, I might just bid 0, just pass, give Sam the points. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not so bad for, I mean, obviously you prefer to be able to buy stuff, but like, you know, and you can probably, you know, play the black market, play the captains as black market, pay off the debt, like, and then get like a province here or something. So if that's the way this game is going to go, then I don't think it's bad I don't think it's really bad for Andy to have the debt. Yeah, me neither. Ooh, gets 6 silvers. All right. I guess the thinking is that maybe you had to do that, or well, I don't know. I would have played the normal page first. But the point is that you really want to play Mastermind here, I think. Yeah. Well, you know, you can still get there. This is all just really weird order to me. To not, yeah, to do this and not want to get the not want to get the Mastermind down is really bad. Yeah, I guess just really wanted to finish the debt. Yeah, and now, well, Andy's going to be able, with 2 treasure hunters and all these captains and everything, you know, he's going to be able to get some really big gardens, but just can only get 2 gardens a turn right now, which is going to be pretty crippling. So what's left in the black market for buys? The Squire we saw and got pushed up or passed up. I guess the Goons is still in there. The Hamlet, did we see that again? Oh, Workers Village, yeah. So, you know, we'll see, but Andy definitely needs definitely, even if Andy's plan is to just go after provinces, definitely you still need like plus buy. All right, here's the spices. That's another one. Yeah. Not really any downside to taking it. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I mean, it's kind of, well, I guess it's kind of interesting because you could get it and you can use that to trigger the market square this turn, which is kind of nice. It's probably not worth it though, because I do think the play for Sam is to do the treasure hunter normally. You have enough overdraw to draw the silvers, and then you can kind of do whatever you want. You can take a bunch of provinces, and or you know. Well, he's gonna get. I mean, there's 7 silvers gained last turn. No, 6 silvers gained last turn. So yeah, so plus he gains something off the changeling, so that's 7 silvers, I think. Right. Nope. Just going for the boring thing. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Sam is really safe. HaloAndy just needs to realize that he can do the big gardens thing and get the right plus buy cards. Like here's another plus buy card. Yeah, the question is there enough draw in the deck to get around to it? All right, we're just squirreling stuff for no reason, really. Well, if you're gonna do that, then you know you shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't. You should, like squirrel. You just shouldn't squirrel things in the middle of your turn. That's just really bad, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe. Pretty sad to know. Well, I guess I can still mastermind the beggar here in hand. I still definitely prefer to have found a captain in these top cards, but anyways, we'll see. Sam can get a good number of provinces here for sure. I don't think 6 is in the cards, and I don't think he has enough buys to pile out. Although maybe with ball, I guess. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, it would be 2 captains and then 6 balls, I guess, to empty black market and page, which is maybe more money than Sam has. I don't know if Sam still has a treasure hunter. Still does have a treasure hunter, so I don't know if there's enough buys. 4 buys, 5, 6, 7 buys is not enough buys at the moment, although. Well, you can get the smugglers, smuggle a captain. Yeah. Sam is definitely not. Yeah, looks like Sam is just going to play this very conservatively again. Yeah, gets 5 silvers, okay. Yeah, definitely. So I guess Sam's plan is just going to be like to grab as many provinces as he can this turn, which is going to be definitely a reasonable number of provinces. Yeah. Definitely play. I was thinking about it finally. Alright, it's like it's 4 provinces. Yeah. And then we'll see. I mean, we'll see what Andy can do. Andy can try and get 2 provinces and some number of gardens and hope that's enough. I don't know. Yeah, probably. Sam's going to take gardens now. That makes sense. Deny the scoring, yeah. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. So that should be it. I mean, yeah, Andy needs just way too many points now. So yeah. Andy he just didn't pull the trigger early enough, you know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Andy can get a lot of payload here, but not enough, and not enough buys to convert that into points. Yep, doesn't really make sense. Takes mount. What sense does that mean? Does that make? I don't know. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Duplicate. That's some points. Yeah. Yeah, just don't have you're just short in so many ways. You don't have the draw to draw the silvers you need to gain off the treasure hunter, and you don't have the buys to turn that into points, and yeah. Yeah. Should no matter what Sam does, I think should be able to get 4 provinces and finish here. Yeah, you know, it's always good to have lost to the winner if you're going to lose at some point. Yeah. Well, it won't be nearly as impressive if Sam gets 3 provinces instead of 4. Yeah, you can get some. I don't know if you've ever played like Treasure Hunter Conquest or Treasure Hunter Triumph or one of those things, but it can get pretty crazy. Because just each person gets more than the last until they're gone pretty quickly. Yeah, definitely. Yep. All right. Congratulations to Sam and to Andy on coming in second. Yeah. Strong showing for sure. All right. Well, yeah. Thanks for joining me on commentary, and thanks for listening, everyone.